this video, I want to talk about different dimensional realities that exist here on planet Earth and how you can move between timelines and how this works in terms of interpersonal relationships specifically, and how other souls can have access to you, and also due to this timeline shifting, how other souls can be essentially energetically blocked from accessing you, or you can be blocked from accessing others based on your vibrational frequency. And this is actually a really interesting concept if you get into understanding frequency, our vibrational output, our auric field, and how they directly coexist or relate to the dimensions and the realities that you will experience. So again, in terms of timelines, in terms of what the out-manifested experience of one's life is looking like in any given moment, has so much more to do with the quantum field than you actually realize. So in terms of your energetic state, you are at each and every moment of your beingness, or this now reality that you're experiencing. You are transmitting a signal. Now, that signal that you are transmitting is based on your vibrational frequency. So you are emanating what you are in terms of your consciousness, your thought forms, and your auric makeup, and basically pinging to the quantum field. The quantum field, or the universal system around you, is continually adjusting itself based on your vibrational frequency. And this is how we move in and out of timelines, and how our external three-dimensional reality actually coalesces and out-manifests. So when we start to understand this, this is why you will have people come into your life and you can have a really, really strong connection with them. And then almost instantaneously, those individuals can drop off your radar, and seemingly to your conscious mind, it doesn't even make sense. You can feel very, very connected to them. And then essentially next week, it's like they didn't even exist at all. And that connection you felt to them is almost non-existent. And part of what this is that you have either ascended or descended in terms of your vibrational output. So what you are transmitting. Now, it's not just a singular journey, okay? Because all of the different points of consciousness are doing this in any given moment. We're all an energetic being. We all are transmitting a different energy. So what magnetizes things towards us or pulls things into our experiential reality, that which is essentially, in terms of consciousness or vibrational output, akin to where we are currently settling, will be drawn towards us. And that's why when you're in a state of depression, despair, anxiety, victimhood, it seems like, or if you start to kind of notice, you'll find that certain people are kind of drawn into your reality in terms of timeline. Now, when you are existing in a higher vibrational state, a more creative energy, a very positive, non-needy energy, you'll find that certain individuals will be pulled into your timeline again. And this is where it's quite interesting that we are actually shifting through multiple timelines and we don't even know it. So there's an aspect of our consciousness that may be learning lessons at a lower dimensional level, or may be learning lessons at a higher dimensional state. And it's nothing to worry about in terms of where you're actually settling into in this particular moment of time, in this particular now moment. But the reason that it is interesting to understand these concepts is that we can with this knowledge, really direct our external experience. Now, how do we direct our external experience? And this is really the key question, in the direction that we want it to go. That is all based on how and what we are transmitting. So again, I've said it many times, it is based on our consciousness. It is based on what we're transmitting. So as we transmit high level emanations of thoughts, we're going to pull towards ourselves, or in terms of the quantum field, things within the field that are going to be magnetized towards us in terms of that vibrational frequency will be high vibrational experiences. That which is in line with abundance, that which is in line with balanced, loving energy, balanced, loving friendships, balanced, loving expression of experience, okay? And so again, being very, very diligent about what we are creating in each and every moment is absolutely essential if we really want to experience our best life. Now, there are some things that we can do that are beyond just the conscious thought, and that really goes back to the things that we are doing in terms of our action steps, so our habits. When we really think about our daily routines and the habits that we're creating, are we creating high vibrational habits? Are the interactions we're having with others, are we helping to lift them up? Are we in service of others in a positive way? Are we seeing our own self-worth? Are we really recognizing the beauty of life and turning everything into an internal lens of gratitude? Because when we come from that place of gratitude and we open ourselves up in this childlike way, where we look at each and every experience as an exciting, adventurous opportunity for learning, then again, we're going to really be acclimating our environment to that high vibrational output of what our reality is going to manifest as. And the less we actually think and focus on what others are doing, and we really focus on being the best emanation of ourselves, is when we are actually going to experience the greatest richness in terms of that interplay and interconnection with those around us. That really grounded, confident, loving energy. And confident energy, that self-loving energy, is not an egotistical energy. So there's a big difference. Ego energy is boastful, it's prideful, it is, again, it focuses on a hierarchy, so it wants to be above others, it wants to prove others wrong and make itself right. The energy that I'm talking about, that divine energy, is very peaceful. It doesn't need attention, it doesn't see lack, it is very whole within itself, and therefore in its own wholeness, it doesn't require anything. It becomes its own self-illuminated facet, and that self-illumination starts to emanate out, and it has this interplay with the quantum field of, again, it becomes an energetic force. So that emanation is very, very highly positive, and because that is what's registering with the universal structure identifies that very high vibrational output and draws all of this very magical, magnetic, almost miracle type energy back towards yourself, back towards the self. And so in terms of timelines, this is why one really doesn't have to worry. One really shouldn't ever impose the distortion of worry, frustration, or any kind of really distorted contemplation into your daily thought forms, because even if one aspect of experience, and this could be a person, place, or thing, moves out of your timeline, the quantum field, the divine structure of the universe, will bring you back something even better, that is even more magical, that old saying, when one door closes, another door opens. This is truly the key. So when the universe takes any person, place, or thing away from you, and if you can quickly attune your attention, your energy, and your vibrational output in terms of your thought forms, in terms of your habits and how you are showing up in the moment to that higher plane, the only thing that can help but manifest for you is going to be a more beautiful emanation. A more beautiful person will show up, a more wonderful job or opportunity. Everything in terms of your life experience will out-manifest in a more peaceful, synergistic way. And this is really what consciousness is calling us to understand. When we join with this divine mind, we can relax and surrender into this flow state, because again, we understand from a fundamental level that it is within our own grasp, that we are part of the creational process. And when we raise ourselves up to this high vibrational level, we actually make our experience, but the experience for all others, an even better version that we can't, and then a lot of times we can't even imagine. It's so magical that it is that newness in each and every moment. It is this exciting adventure of what the quantum field is going to build with our high vibrational energy. So hopefully this, can help you if you're going through a period of transition, if you have recently lost somebody that is in your life, or they've moved out of this particular timeline onto a different dimensional reality, and you no longer essentially have access to them, or potentially they no longer have access to you. This is, again, if you are really raising your vibrational state, this is for good reason, and it is a protection. As you acclimate to these higher levels of consciousness, only certain individuals will be able to access your energy, and that it's all due to that magnetism. It's all due to the law of attraction. So you shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't be frustrated about it. And everything is a gift when you are directing your consciousness in a very high vibrational way. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday, but hopefully you found this a little bit enlightening, and we will, again, hopefully see you in the next video.